Greetings, my people. First, let us thank God for giving us another day of life and His blessing, as well as our family and friends. Welcome to the Dominic Sports Picks channel, where we also give our NBA analysis a hard look. Here you'll find everything you need to bet safely. The possible winner of each game. Whether the scoreboard will be broken with highs or lows. And of course, our classic club player bats, so you know which player is going to break it tonight. This isn't a story, this is numbers, logic, and vision. If you're an NBA fan and like to play smart, this is your channel. Subscribe, turn on that bell, and follow us every day, as we analyze every game, every piece of information, and every pick. With Dominic Sports Picks, you don't go in blind, you go in to win. NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, any league. Here, we study to win. Let's get started. My friends at Dominic Sports Picks, here are our updated statistics for today, with the goal of maintaining transparent and honest communication with all our followers. In this report, we clearly reflect our success and loss ratios, offering a real-world view of the performance of our picks. At Dominic Sports Picks, we believe that trust is built with verifiable results, consistent commitment, and complete transparency in every shared analysis. Now, let's get to today's analysis. NBA action lands in the nation's capital. Tonight, the Trailblazers visit the Wizards in a matchup of contrasting styles. With Portland seeking West Coast stability and Washington defending home court, Capital One Arena sets the stage for a strategic battle. Can the local youth halt Oregon's momentum? Let's dive into today's best picks now. Pick 1, Washington Wizards plus 10.5 to win. Taking the Wizards with a plus 10.5 cushion is the sharp move tonight. While their 10-34 record is underwhelming, context is king. Portland is playing the second night of a back-to-back after a grueling physical battle against the Celtics just yesterday. Fatigue in the legs of Shaedon Sharpe and Denny Avdija will likely surface in the fourth quarter. Furthermore, Washington features Alex Sarr, who has been elite in the paint, recently dropping 28 points against the Clippers. The Blazers aren't an offensive juggernaut capable of consistently covering double-digit spreads on the road, especially with tired rotations. Historically, these matchups stay closer than expected when the favorite travels without rest. With Keyshawn George facilitating and the home court advantage at Capital One Arena, the Wizards have enough young talent to stay competitive and cover this generous 10.5-point handicap. They might not win, but they will fight until the very final buzzer. Pick 2, totals under 237.0 points scored. The 237.0 point total sits significantly higher than current trends suggest. Portland has displayed recent offensive stagnation, scoring only 94 and 98 points in their last two outings. Meanwhile, the Wizards average roughly 103 points per game this season, ranking among the league's least efficient offenses. Recent head-to-head history supports this, as 4 of their last 5 meetings stayed below 230 points. With Donovan Clingan anchoring the Blazers' interior defense and Sarr's physical presence, fast break opportunities will be scarce. Back-to-backs typically lead to lower shooting percentages due to exhaustion, which heavily favors the under. We do not anticipate a high-scoring shootout. Instead, look for a tactical grind where defenses prevail over a lack of rhythm. Betting under 237.0 provides a massive safety net against two teams struggling to find consistent offensive flow. It is clearly the highest value total on the board tonight. It's time to trust the analysis and feel the parlay adrenaline. Success in betting isn't about luck, it's about strategy and discipline. Stay confident in your picks and enjoy every bucket. Remember, every game is a fresh start and a new chance to win big. Good luck to everyone, and let's secure that green tonight in the NBA. Let's win it all. Welcome to the Mecca of basketball. Tonight, Madison Square Garden lights up as the struggling Kings face a surging Knicks squad. With Jalen Brunson at the helm, New York looks to cement its dominance in the East. Can Sacramento pull off a shocker in the Big Apple, or will they crumble under the Knicks' pressure? Let's break it down right now. Pick 1, New York Knicks minus 10.0 to win. Backing the Knicks at minus 10.0 is the definitive sharp play for tonight's slate. New York enters this matchup with a formidable 27-18 record, contrasting sharply with the Kings team spiraling at 12-35, including 9 straight road losses. Madison Square Garden will be an unforgiving environment for a Sacramento squad missing Keegan Murray and potentially Zach LaVine. Jalen Brunson is playing at an MVP level, averaging 28 points, while Karl Anthony Towns provides a 20.5 ppg interior threat that the Kings simply cannot neutralize. Sacramento's defense ranks near the bottom of the league, surrendering over 117 points per contest, which plays right into Tom Thibodeau's offensive execution. Given that the Kings have failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5 away games, a 10-point margin feels like a bargain. The Knicks' depth and home court energy should lead to a double-digit blowout by the final whistle. Trust the Big Apple's finest to deliver. Pick 2, totals over 227.0 points scored. Targeting the over at 227. 0 points is a statistically sound strategy for this encounter. While the Knicks emphasize defensive grit, their home offensive output has been explosive lately, consistently hovering around the 115-point mark. Sacramento plays at one of the fastest paces in the league, often forcing high possession games regardless of the score. Even with their recent struggles, the duo of Domantas Sabonis and DeMar DeRozan ensures enough offensive efficiency to contribute significantly to the total. Current season trends show that New York matchups exceed 230 points in nearly 50% of their games. Sacramento's porous defense, which allows easy transitions and frequent trips to the free throw line, is the perfect catalyst for a high-scoring affair. With the official line hovering at 230.5, getting in at 227.0 provides a strategic buffer. Expect a high-octane performance where both teams trade buckets, pushing the final score well past the threshold. The stage is set for a winning night. Trust your gut, stick to the data, and enjoy the show at the Garden. Consistency is the ultimate key to success in the betting world. Let's chase that green with confidence and passion. Let the ball fly, and may luck be on your side tonight in the heart of New York City. Let's hit that parlay today. A clash of true Eastern Conference titans. Milwaukee and Philadelphia face off in a battle that tastes like a crucial rematch. With Giannis sidelined by injury, the Bucks fight for survival at Xfinity Mobile Arena against a Sixers team looking to climb the standings. Can Philly dominate, or will there be an upset? Get ready for top-tier NBA action. Pick 1, Philadelphia 76ers -7.0 to win. Backing the 76ers with a -7.0 handicap is the logical choice today. Milwaukee arrives severely depleted without their main superstar, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who remains out with a calf strain. Historically, the Bucks struggle immensely without the Greek Freak, posting a poor 3-11 record this season in his absence. On the other hand, Philadelphia boasts Tyrese Maxey in elite form, leading the offense with nearly 30 points per game. Even if Joel Embiid and Paul George are monitored for load management, the Sixers' depth is far superior to a Bucks team currently ranking 27th in offensive efficiency. Philadelphia averages 116.1 points per game, a mark that Milwaukee's 15th-ranked defense will struggle to contain on the road. With home court advantage and a burning need to bounce back after a tough loss to Charlotte, the Sixers are well positioned to cover this line comfortably and secure a double-digit win tonight. Pick 2. Totals over 214.0 points scored. The 214.0 point total is surprisingly low for these two teams' potential, even considering key absences. While Milwaukee has seen their scoring average dip to 111.9, their defense gives up 115.5 points, paving the way for a high-scoring flow for the hosts. Philadelphia is an offensive powerhouse at home, averaging 116 points and usually dictating a fast tempo led by Maxey and Ryan Rollins. Trends show that while the Sixers have a positive scoring differential, their defense is susceptible, as evidenced by Charlotte dropping 130 points on them just yesterday. A line of 214 is significantly below the 2026 league average, both teams only need to hit their season averages to clear the total easily. With Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma taking on more shot volume for the Bucks, expect a steady exchange of buckets that should push the final score toward the 220s before the final buzzer. It's a high-value over. The stage is set for a night of pure betting glory. Do not miss the chance to capitalize on this deep analysis based on current league trends. Remember that discipline and research are your absolute best allies on the road to long-term success. Trust your move, keep a cool head, and let's secure those green lights together. It is time to win big tonight. Family, now we continue with our props players. Bobby Portis Jr. has exhibited significant volatility in his statistical output throughout the 2025-26 season, currently averaging just 13.1 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per game, which translates to a combined 21.1 PRA baseline. While the confirmed absence of Giannis Antetokounmpo due to a lingering calf strain creates a public narrative for increased usage, deep dive analytics suggest the 28.5 PRA line for this January 27, 2026 matchup is significantly inflated. Across 14 contests played without the Greek Freak this season, Portis has seen his numbers rise to 16.4 points and 7.6 rebounds, yet his playmaking has remained stagnant at a meager 1.4 assists per game. This places his no-Giannis average at 25.4 PRA, still more than 3 full points below the threshold required to bust the under. Tonight's matchup against the Philadelphia 76ers at Xfinity Mobile Arena presents a stiff defensive challenge. Even with Joel Embiid's availability in question, the Sixers utilize Andre Drummond, who remains one of the premier rebounding forces in the NBA. Drummond's presence in the paint will drastically reduce Portis' opportunities for offensive putbacks, which are a cornerstone of his high-scoring nights. Philadelphia's defensive scheme is particularly effective at limiting interior efficiency, likely forcing Portis to settle for contested perimeter shots or difficult looks over size. Although he is shooting a career-high 46.5% from beyond the arc this year, his shot volume typically doesn't reach the levels necessary to overcome a mediocre rebounding performance or a cold streak. Furthermore, the Bucks' current offensive system has pivoted toward perimeter-heavy playmaking through Ryan Rollins, often leaving Portis as a secondary floor spacer rather than a primary post option. In his most recent meeting with Philadelphia on December 5, Portis tallied 22 points and 4 rebounds for a total of 26 PRA in 23 minutes, failing to hit the 29 mark even during a highly productive scoring outing. Since Portis lacks consistent assist upside, averaging fewer than 2 per game, he is forced to rely almost exclusively on high-efficiency scoring and double-digit rebounds to clear this specific line. Given the 76ers' ability to control the glass and the inherent fatigue of a short-handed Milwaukee squad playing without their primary engine, the mathematical value lies squarely on the under 28.5. This line overcompensates for Giannis' injury while ignoring Portis' actual statistical ceiling in this specific defensive environment and his role within the current rotation. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.